It's not always fun and games for first responders.
05 Central, you show me in pursuit.
But sometimes it is.
Oh my God, he's not wearing pants again.
Sometimes it's dangerous.
Flipping around, look out, look out, look out.
Sometimes it's not.
Antler Boulevard for a snake in a house.
And sometimes it's just plain stupid.
Chihuahua in his lap on a lawnmower.
This is the stupid side of first response.
Dispatch, do I really have to go to that?
This is Code 0.5.
Come in 0.5.
Hello, everybody. This is Jason again, along with my co-host, Rich. You know what? I was thinking about this. There was one day I was driving around bored or whatever, and I said, you know what? I hate your name. It needs 2 syllables.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't I just say it's Rich and Jason? 2 syllables right there gets it knocked out.
I don't know.
Idiot.
I don't know. You're the one that's being OCD about things.
Oh, and speaking of idiot, that's the way we're going with our episode today.
We're just gonna lead right into it, man. We ain't even gonna BS around it or nothing.
Oh no, because I have a good one. You remember the guy that called us or called me out or whatever because someone threw a beer bottle at him?
Oh yeah.
And he wanted me to do a DNA test on the sunflower seeds that were there too.
Yes.
Got another one on it.
No shit.
Well, if you can remember, he's from California.
Yep.
A little different. And I'm getting to know more about his little compound. I don't know. Did I go into much detail or explain it the first time?
No, you just said that they had moved there and that they do watch. That they set up. It's like him and his brother and somebody, and they all do take turns.
Yeah, it's this guy, his wife, and his brother. They do security.
Yeah.
And they take 8-hour shifts. But on his land, he has a tiny home and then some tents. His electricity he gets from a generator. I can't remember if there's a well out there or if there's like a hand pump. But then, you know, those like little pop-up canopies that you can take like to ball games.
Yeah.
And, well, there's one of these out there, and it has, like, sides on it that has mesh, like where bugs can't get in.
Mm-hmm.
And inside that, he has, like, a whole bunch of rabbits.
Really?
And they're white.
Oh,
all of them are white.
They lion heads?
No. No, this ain't a badge bunny. These are, I asked him what he did with those, and they're meat rabbits.
That's messed up.
Yeah, he eats them. Then he's got chickens out there. He's got a garden. And on this 5 acres that he says that he has like people that like have nowhere to go, or is a term vagrant, right? Like someone that just kind of roams around, or
indigent, vagrant.
I was trying to think of the word for it, but
homeless.
Anyway, yeah, basically that's what it is. They're like, they have nowhere to go. So he lets them come up there and they can stay as long as they like work on his farm or help out or something. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if the guy's going to start a cult or something up there.
Yeah. That sounds like makings of a cult to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, been involved in cults, both as a leader and a follower. You have more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader. So.
You're in a cult?
Oh, yeah.
The police department?
No. Fire department's cult. No, that's a cult.
But yeah, that's what I thought of is some cult. And I'm like, does he have a bunch of these people come out here and one day they're all going to drink the punch or something?
That's some Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, I've hung around the town a little bit, and I listen to people talk stories, and everybody knows this guy by name now. And he had only been there for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I go into a store there, and it's like the only store in town. And they said he came in there one day, and the lady that was working, her husband was in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somehow this guy walks in and ends up getting into it with her husband, and tells him that he's a drug dealer and like some crime kingpin or something. And yeah, he's out there.
Okay, so California is telling this to a local dude?
Yeah. So he says that everybody that lives in that town, they're all drug dealers.
Ooh.
I don't know how that would work, because if you got all drug dealers and no buyers, how are they making any money?
Exactly.
But anyway, after he tells this guy he's a drug dealer, they end up getting into it like outside, and this dude like pulls a gun or a knife or something on him.
California pulled a gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the local. Well, they don't report it. They don't call it in, say anything about it. And they're telling me the story. And I'm like, why didn't y'all say anything? I'm like, oh.
That's kind of something you might want to pass on.
Yeah, well, the times I've like talked to him, what?
Okay, wait. So California pulled something on some corn-fed Oklahoma guy, and he didn't get his fade ran?
No.
They didn't take it from him and beat him with it?
No. Especially
in the area that you're talking about.
I know. I'm surprised nobody's beat the hell out of him yet.
Okay.
Because he runs, he's one of those, his alligator mouth is overloading his hummingbird ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to happen one of these days because he doesn't know how to shut up.
Really?
And he says anything he wants to anybody.
Yikes.
Like he'll just go into town and he'll walk around and he'll tell people exactly what's on his mind. He'll tell them, that they're freaking meth head or something. And yeah, it makes a lot of people mad.
Oh, I bet.
And like the school has called me asking me questions about this guy. Like, should they be worried?
Holy shit.
And I don't really think it's to that extent, but I'm not 100% sure.
Wow.
So anyway, there's like in town, there's like the school. There's a convenience store and like 2 businesses.
That sounds oddly familiar.
But he went in and went to apply at one of these businesses. And this business said, no, we're not even going to give you an application. And he was like, why? He goes, because of all the crap that you stir up in town, you've got a bad reputation, and we don't want that here.
Right.
So the guy calls me and wants to file a police report.
Okay.
That's what I said.
For
no idea.
Okay. I mean, he may claim discrimination, but it's EOE around here, so.
Yeah, and I'm like, and when I called and talked to him, I'm like, okay, have you ever thought of maybe like not doing the crap that you do?
Yeah, stop being an asshole. Is that?
I mean,
just for a little bit.
So yeah, he's going around town causing all kinds of problems, and like one of the only businesses, like there's 3 businesses he could work at right there, and he's already burned his bridges at 2 of the 3.
Jeez. No, Tweak's from Florida. I was gonna say, you might have a cousin then from California. I don't know. The Tweak family tree is deep.
Well, the deepness needs to effing stop. And I wonder, is that really a tree or is it more like a limb?
Might be a limb. Maybe a narrow root.
Either way, it needs to stop.
Like a sewer root. Like a root ball.
A ball of bullshit.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, the new boy from Cali, I guess I'll call him Cali.
We're going to have Cali 1. You guys Cali 1, but here before too long, we're fixing to have Cali 2.
Cali 2.
Cali 2.
Oh, that's coming here?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't know how you're going to deal with that.
Shoot, I ain't dealing. Renix is in charge.
Every time that dude speaks, I'm like, because I'm sitting there and I'll look at him in amazement. And I'm like, wow, people really are this stupid.
I don't know where he comes up with this stuff, man.
It's like, yeah. And he says he's like from here or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like his hometown.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, there's no way.
No way.
I guess he went to Cali and lost his damn mind.
Yeah.
Because some of the crap he said and things that he wants to do and can do, and it's like, Okay, idiot, you can't do that.
No, I think he thinks that what he's going after has more authority and power than what he thinks it is.
So he thinks he's going to be governor?
I guess. We'll have to get into that one on another podcast. Delusions of grandeur is what we'll call that one. This guy's certifiable, though.
We'll have more coming up on Code 0.5.
If you're looking for a political podcast that goes beyond the headlines, check out the Beltway Briefing. I'm Howard Schweitzer, CEO of Cozen O'Connor Public Strategies. Every week on the Beltway Briefing, our team of former Republican and Democratic presidential appointees, Capitol Hill veterans, and political advocates shares behind-the-scenes perspective that cuts through the noise. If you want the inside scoop, subscribe now to the Beltway Briefing here or wherever you get your podcasts.
So I guess I can keep going with the crazy.
Yeah, send it.
All right. Suicidal subject.
Nice.
And this dude ain't close. He's like the farthest possible place he can get to still be in my jurisdiction.
Really?
He calls in and says he's having thoughts of harming himself, that he's going to kill himself. So we get up there and I'm thinking, okay, blah, blah, blah. We're going to have to take him here and then do the eval and all this. When we get there and I get out with the rookie and I'm walking up there and the guy goes, "Hey, I'm fine now." No, don't work this way.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not how this works.
Yeah, and something was going on with him because when we walked up, he had his hands up. And then he told me, "I don't give you permission to go search my house." And I was like, okay, congratulations. I don't want to go in your house.
No.
And then his mom was there, and come to find out it ain't even his house. It's his mom's house. So I go up and I talk to Mom.
"Don't let him in my room, Mom."
And
Mom, officers are here.
Yeah.
Need some meatloaf.
well, I go up there and talk to Mom, and I leave Rookie to talk to this guy. I'm talking to Mom. She's like, he was acting strange, and he said there was an argument here in the house, and then he called you guys and was like, "Hey, I'm thinking of hurting myself and all this." And she goes, "I think he does that just to get y'all up here." Okay. So I go back over and I'm talking to Rookie, and he's still standing there close. So instead of letting Rookie explain it, he starts explaining it. And he goes, "Well, I got into an argument with my mom, and I was getting mad at them, and I ran out of weed." And I was like, okay. And he said, "So usually when I get mad, I'll smoke weed, and I don't have any more. So I knew that if I called you guys and told y'all that I was going to kill myself, that y'all would come and get me and give me a ride."
The fuck out of here.
And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, "Yeah, and I figured if y'all got me out of here and just gave me a ride, that y'all could take me somewhere to get me some weed." He said, "But before you guys got here," he goes, "I found some more weed in my room." It's like, all right, that's nice. He goes, "So I was able to smoke it, and that's why I'm fine now."
Jesus. Man, we had a guy like that here in town. Him and his girlfriend, every single time they get into an argument, he wanted to freaking kill himself. And we'd get over there. And about the time we get over there, they'd be making up. "Oh, I'm fine." Like, you called and said this. Like, now we got to go through all this.
Yeah.
"Oh, no, I'm good." Ooh. We're not Uber. A lot of people do that, man.
Yeah.
Just to get rides.
Well, and then there's a lot of guys, like, I can understand doing it the first time, like being nice or something, but I've gotten to where if, like, they start taking advantage of it, then I'll tell them, it's like, "What color is that vehicle?" Well, it's white." "What's it say on the side?" And they'll tell me. I was like, "So it doesn't say taxi and it's not yellow?" "Well, no." I was like, "I'm not your ride service.
Yeah.
If you need to go somewhere, call a friend." And, "Well, I don't have anybody I could call." Well, it's probably because you do this shit and piss people off, and you ain't got no friends now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we ride all the way up there to the farthest point of where we can go, and the dude's like, "No, I'm fine." And of course, we talk to the family, and they're like, he's great as long as he's smoking his weed. But when he gets off of it, he's like that when he called.
That's not healthy, though.
No. And that's one thing is like if you ask anybody, they tell us that our, quote unquote medical marijuana is just recreational.
Pretty much.
And like, there hadn't really been any studies on it because it's federally illegal. And a lot of people that do studies on it get like federal grants. Mm-hmm. Well, they don't give grants for it. Well, then I don't know if they do now to do studies because it's illegal to have it.
Right.
And like, and I tried this stuff years ago, mm-hmm. and the effects don't last that long. So that guy would have to be like continuously smoking that stuff all day long just so he'll stay normal. And it's like, why don't you just go and talk to the doctor and get like a prescription? Well, because I guess when you smoke it, you get the effect right then. And then if you take like
it's got to be expensive,
normal meds, it takes longer to get in your system and all that. But yeah, and I don't know how much that crap is, but you'd think it's expensive because how much is it just to get the license for it?
I think they do it for like $50.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
But then you have to get something from a doctor saying you need it, and then you turn in something to get your whatever. And
it may be like $100 to do it because I think you got to go see the doctor. And then you got to do all the paperwork and all the processing fee, and then you get it. But then the stuff's still not cheap.
Yeah, you don't get very much for what you're paying for it, and then the effects don't last very long. So then you go through that little amount in just a day or two. So basically, people just stay blitzed out of their mind, and they think that makes it normal or whatever.
I'm saying, and that's the thing, though, is if he's staying like that all the time, then, nothing's really bothering him. But then he runs out, and at the slightest inconvenience, then all of a sudden, it's a major problem. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's not, I don't understand how that works.
Yeah. Did you see that it's getting put on a special ballot or special election or whatever in like March or May of next year to be recreational here?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, why not?
Yeah, it pretty much already is.
Yeah.
Because in order to get a license, I think I looked at something online where you can just go on and fill out like an application online and tell them that like your pinky toe hurts all the time and you need it for that, and they'll just sign off on it. You pay them your whatever fee to get the note from him, and you're good. And since there's been like no studies done on it, they can't prove if it helps or not.
Well, I mean, I know there's been like, I don't know. I've heard all different sides of it. I know the older generation is 100% against it. You know what I'm saying? Freaking. And then you got, the younger ones, which I can understand not wanting to be freaking hooked on pain pills and stuff though either. That stuff's not good. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those, I guess anything will work in moderation. I mean, if it makes them able to function and do stuff, then yeah. If it makes their quality of life better, I mean, yeah, I'm all for that. But like that guy, man, just ran out of weed and wanted a ride. Like, you're wasting our time. You're wasting freaking taxpayer money to go get a ride. What? This guy don't have a driver's license?
I don't think he has access to a car either.
Jesus.
I can't remember. Somebody told me something about it, and I can't remember. There was like a disease that you can get, and then like...
We can order it?
Yeah. Like if you get this disease, or if you have cancer, like when those people go through like chemo and stuff, or they're going through their treatment, they like won't eat or they refuse to eat while they're on it.
Right.
And they say that the people that'll get a hold of the marijuana and smoke it like shoots up their appetite and it actually helps them to eat.
Well, see, that's good.
See, I can see that.
Good deal.
Now, these other people that say they need it because their back hurts or their tailbone or whatever.
They're like the rest of us, man. 800 milligrams of ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Slam a monster and let's go.
I mean, yeah, I wake up in the mornings and I'm like stiff as can be and I'm hurting. And once I get to moving, then I'm fine. But yeah, chill out.
Yeah. You got to get to moving around. Got to warm up like an older model Chevy truck.
I'm looking at my notes here and laughing at some of the stuff.
That's one of the things, though, too. I figured, like, this going to the gym thing would work, kind of help with that. No.
You just hurt more.
I just hurt more. Wake up and just question why I did that. Friggin', speaking of gym, your little buddy Renix.
Yeah, what now?
Oh, man.
When is he not doing something?
This is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I don't know what he's been eating. I don't know. Since he's doing his trying to gain mass, but trying to lose weight. So he's still battling himself. Nothing's changed. Other than he went to go lift the other night, like to push. And when he did, he pushed a little too hard. And something broke loose in there. It was bad, man. It cleared us out.
Well, good. I hope you had fun with that.
Oh, no.
After that crap that my rookie stole from y'all, and then when he shit in the truck. Yeah, and I thought I was going to puke, and I was hanging my head out the door.
Yeah, this was like that. This was like that.
And let me guess, I bet he was giggling the whole time.
Oh, yeah, he thought it was hilarious. He thought he was just funniest thing. But that one actually has nothing on what happened today. So one of my twins got mad at the other twin, and he farted in his face. And I guess it was so raunchy that the twin that got farted at or on started throwing up just like instantaneously. He's just like right there in the floor. And I'm like, you hear the and freaking dude, he's like puking and you're like, what the hell's trying to go, figure out what the hell's going on. And then you realize, God, that was that raunchy. Good job, little guy.
But then you got the other one throwing up.
You better clean that up.
This is y'all.
Yeah.
God dang it, quit throwing up.
Dang. Yeah, it was freaking crazy. I didn't know what to do. I was laughing on both sides. Well, I mean, what else can you do?
Oh, man. Hey, you remember not the rookie I have now, but the one before?
Yeah.
The one that wore the cowboy hat?
Oh, yeah. The one that like Rennick said he could arm wrestle him or something, and
we were going to have Rookie Fight Club.
Yes.
And he told him, I bet you $100 or something you couldn't knock the cowboy hat off my head.
Yeah.
Whatever happened with that? Why didn't we have Rookie Fight Club?
I don't know. That's just like, we should, because Rennick talks all that crap, but then when your rookie comes in, he's like, nope. They wouldn't even arm wrestle.
That's the other thing is, why is it every time I bring a rookie around, they immediately want to fight Renix?
Well, that's like the general public. I mean, anytime he's anywhere, they immediately want to go the opposite direction. Like they'll call and he'll end up, they're like, not you.
Well, I remember I brought that one around. It's like the first day he met him, that guy wanted to fight him. And then the other rookie I bring over, he's like trying to arm wrestle him. They said, get boxing gloves. And he just wanting to throw,
He's looking for any way he can to just beat the living hell out of Renix.
I don't know why. He just has that effect
You
on
just haven't
people.
been around him for longer than a freaking hour or so. Give it a little bit more time. You'll be wanting to freaking sleep him too. Night, Renix.
I guess I'm more tolerant of people's crap or whatever, because he starts talking, I'm like, yeah, whatever, and immediately the rookies get pissed off and want to fight him.
But you're pretty good at tuning people out though too. Your rookie would be talking to you and you're just like,
Yeah, you should get up in the mornings and have to ride with this one.
Oh, is he like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning?
No, he will not shut his damn mouth.
Really?
He just wants to yak. And I just sit there and I don't say nothing. I mean, he'll spew off for 2.5 hours and I will not say a word to him.
Really?
Yeah, thinking that he will get the hint that I don't want to talk.
What's he going to do when he's by himself?
I have no idea. He's going to find somebody and drive them insane
Yeah, he's going to probably start like a mobile podcast.
and just talk all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. Just talk and laugh at his own jokes. That's what Rennick does. He just talks.
Well, it's like, we go 10:08 in the morning. He usually just comes to my house and then gets in the truck with me and immediately starts talking. And he'll be yakking it up, and then finally I'll go, hey, you need to go somewhere so I can get coffee. Oh, okay. And then we'll go wherever, and then he's the whole time. I'm like, this boy better hurry up and get me my coffee
Yeah.
or I'm going to kill him.
I can't do mornings. I don't morning very well.
I used to, but for some reason I don't now.
No, I don't. Then there'll be certain times, man, and I'll have like when it's time to renew registration or register the local offenders or whatever. They're there bright and early in the morning. I'm like, really? We're gonna do this at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Like right now?
They could have waited till later, bud.
Yeah. I ain't even got 2 monsters in me yet. And then they want to talk. I'm like, no, just give me your paperwork.
Well, 2 monsters for you is only like your first hour of the day.
If that, 30 minutes.
All right. Let's shut her down.
Shutting her down,
Yeah. Don't you like how I close these out? All right. We're getting off here. I'm tired of this.
calling it good.
Yep. All right. We'll talk to you guys next time on whatever we're doing and what's going on.
Yep. Thanks.
See ya.
You have been listening to Code 0.5, the lighter side of police work. If you have ideas or suggestions for our show, we'd love to hear from you. Visit our website at code05.co. That's code05.co. And please consider making a donation at our Patreon page, patreon.com/code05. Be sure to use the digits 05. Thanks for listening to Code 0.5.